And we're back, episode 196 of Journey to Million here on this Wednesday night. Myself, Drew Skyberg here, back alongside. We got the full squad here. We got Zack Rausch in the top right, Jared Valleskey, unfortunately, in the bottom right, and Alex Trowbridge in the bottom left. I got to throw some strays at Jared. He was bothering me before the episode. I got to just throw a stray or two at him. But, no, I mean, it'll be a fun episode today. We got... We're going to talk through a little rookie draft. Zach and I were just recently a part of the one. I guess Jared was there too. We talked through a few trades, got a trade done. And then also a rookie pick we'll talk through. And we'll give Alex some details too. It was a fascinating draft, I'd say. I think the biggest thing is the back end of the first. We're seeing a lot of volatility, which does make sense. We're also seeing some people get pushed up based on landing spot, which in my eyes doesn't make sense. For example, Chris Bell. So we'll just talk through some of the rookies, some guys who you're going to be like, who are these guys? Listen, these guys are not that they're going to matter in the grand scheme. They might not matter this year, but there's a chance you'll be hearing some of these names in the future. So we'll talk through some of those guys and where they're going, what team they're on, and whatnot, but probably play a game or two. That's really my plan, but otherwise, everyone doing well. I mean, we're finally see Jared in person on Saturday. Going golfing. Was able to get slotted in his early time.
Then Drew can only do 9. Crazy.
Yeah, can only do 9 guys. Sorry. Hey, Trent's only doing 9 too. So it works out.
Get in cart.
Oh, I said carts. Come on.
Come on, Zach. Is that a question?
Zach.
I've walked every round of golf I've played so far this year.
Dude. Yeah, but when you're with the tub squad, you're in carts.
I'm probably the tubbiest one that's going to be there.
Ooh.
I don't know. Drew just said he couldn't fit in the bathroom, bro.
Yes, when you tour a house from the 60s. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. But that was interesting, and yeah, we'll be golfing. We'll see what my score is through 9. I don't even want to do the over under. I'll let somebody here do the over under. Is it like 63.5?
You think you're good? Oh, you think you're good at golf?
Are you playing your own game?
No, the first scramble.
Are we doing a scramble? I don't remember. If we're doing 9, we can just play our own game. Oh, sorry. I'll up it then. 75.5.
Zach and I will be on a team, and we'll give you 10 strokes. And we'll beat you.
Yeah, he's screwed.
Oh. Come on.
That sounds like bullying.
I will say, Colin Ratzak, friend of the pod, and I were a team once, and we did beat Zach in a few holes. So,
not a few holes. I love that.
Like 2 shots to 1 shot and won a few holes.
we won a few holes. Look, it'll be an okay round. Is going to be my opinion. I don't want to be on a team with Trent though. Much love, Trent, but don't want to be on his team. So if we do any kind of
what teams did we do up north? Wasn't it you and I, and then Zach and Trent?
I think.
Jared, we ran house. We swept.
Yeah, we did.
That was an easy one.
We're running back. Jared, have you golfed yet this year?
Have I? No.
I don't think you have.
I haven't.
Well,
you did a simulator. It's probably the last time you golfed.
Yeah, right? It was the last time. I'm golfing 3 times in the next few weeks though. So
Jared,
golfing throughout the week and then 2 times this weekend. Yeah.
I don't know. Pre-birthday week, Jared.
And we have our Schneider golf outing coming up too, so I'll be in that. So 4 times in the next month I'll be golfing. So
it takes some adjustment to go from simulator back to outdoor golf.
Yeah.
Dude, simulator golf is golf in its purest form. I hear that's the only form of golf that actually matters. What you score in the simulator.
Zach was trying to say that to me. He's like, it's the same thing, and then it happened to him. He's like,
same thing. The physics are literally the same.
Yeah. That's what I'm sticking with. I'm basically Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Put me on the golf nice round on the
and 10-foot gimmies.
But that was an interesting one. No, I think should be a good round. Ready to be locked in, but I gotta say one more time. It's Jared's pre-birthday week. I mean, the most exciting time of the pod. You know, having
At least you acknowledge it. It's something you do every year.
we're acknowledging it. We got birthday week. I mean, taking it off for your birthday too. I mean, like, come on, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah. I'm taking off because it's the day after Mother's Day, and
That's not the narrative I'm going with.
Sure.
but
Jared,
it also happens.
When's
to
your
be my
birthday party?
I'm going to Badger's Birth Park next
Yay!
Friday.
There you go. All right. Well, we did do a rookie draft earlier this week. Alex, so just for context, us three co-manage a league. So Zach, Jared, and I do. Team is an interesting
Seems
spot.
like I'm just a throw-in and they manage it, but
we made some tough swings early. We made some questionable draft decisions.
We went with your guy with our first round pick.
And
The guy
it
that
was
you
so
wanted.
obvious at that point. Yeah.
we sold pennies on the dollar, you know. Well, no, I'm kidding. We had Jalen Hurts, and we wanted to get out of Jalen Hurts, and we actually came up with a pretty good offer. Zach had some ideas, bounced off. We talked about the Brewer game last Tuesday. We ended up knocking out. It was like, okay, well, we want ETN and Ward, and it was just pretty. I'll be honest, I couldn't believe how actually well it worked. So we were able to just there's a pick or two in there. I don't really remember the exact trade, but essentially getting ETN and Ward for Jalen Hurts and Dynasty. We got the 112 as well, and then they got, I don't remember, 205 maybe.
I think we just went from 109 back to 112.
No, but
Yeah, that's what it was.
whatever. It was a counter we made, but the trade overall, I feel like
Who would we have
it was
taken at
pretty good.
109? That's what I was thinking. I saw, and it was like maybe Ty Simpson was available. Maybe.
Well,
That's who it was, I think, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. So I'll fill you into, Alex. We have Trey McBride. It's tight end premium, so it's like obviously Stowers is going earlier. He's in the first round, so that was of course the guy I wanted. It ended up working out at 112. He wasn't there. Our choices were between Antonio Williams. I'm just going to give him some guys who are available, guys. Not that these were obviously guys we were taking. Antonio Williams, Chris Bell, Jerry Bernard, Jonah Coleman, or Denzel Boston were the guys we had available to take. Who would you have taken? Again, it's PPR, 10 and premium. I don't know, 4 flex or 2 flex spots, 2 receiver, I think, maybe.
Probably would have taken either Boston or Bernard, probably.
Okay. We went with Denzel Boston. Yes. We debated actually taking Antonio Williams.
I was gonna say he was my third there.
We
So
have
he's got a good
Terry
landing
on
spot.
our
We have
team.
McLaurin, so it felt
Well,
weird.
maybe he's his replacement.
Could have been a continuity play, right? That was our other take on it. But no, that back end of the first round was where we were. I think the overall order was pretty smooth. I mean, it was like Love, Tate, I think it was Love, Tate, Tyson, and then Mendoza, right, at 1-4. I think the guy ended up getting him at 1-4, and then I think Lemon goes at 5. It was like Price, Concepcion in that range then too, and with Sadiq and Cooper, and then Stowers ended up going, and then kind of we got to our spot. I noticed in Superflex leagues, Mendoza has fallen as low as 1-4, which I think is kind of shocking, but also like I look at it and like I've seen teams where it's like it probably doesn't make sense for you to. It's hard to trade out of that pick. Like let's say you want to get Mendoza, or let's say you don't, like the 1-2, 1-3 spot, and you want to try to trade back a couple spots. You could do it, but it's not because of Mendoza. It's because of those other receivers. It feels like I don't know. That's been my initial read on the rookie drafts. How have you guys kind of seen those first like 4 or 5 picks turn out?
I mean, I haven't been in any rookie drafts, but listening to some Dynasty football podcasts, some people are even going like Tyson, Tate, Lemon before they're even thinking Mendoza, which is weird. Just feels like quarterback, especially in Superflex, it just feels like you should take the quarterback either second, third, maybe fourth if you really like those wide receivers. But
yeah, 4 point. I'm fine.
yeah,
with
maybe
being at 4. I mean,
When is the draft in both your leagues, Zach, Drew?
my league's late June.
We have a spot open, so once we fill that.
I think Zach's league's gonna
reduced.
fold. That's my prediction.
Zach, fill the spot, man.
No, I need
Working on
Zach's league. That's like the best chance I have in the next like 4 years to win anything in Dynasty. Drew, your league,
glad
I'm
you got a better
so
chance.
beyond cooked. I'm so beyond cooked in Drew's league. I'm like 4 years away. Like
From being a year
I don't
away.
have a quarterback this year until I draft. Like I don't know.
Wait, doesn't Dustin's league, Zach, you need to fill a spot? You got 2 spots to fill.
No, that league's full.
Oh, good. Well, if you guys want to join a Dynasty league, Zach's league, anyone?
Zach,
I'm in
can I
4,
buy the
so
other
I'll be in
spot in
5.
Boston Scott?
No.
Damn it.
Well, hey, Alex has a buddy, who he knows who wants to.
Yeah.
He's got a guy.
I have a
he's got
really
guy who's
close friend. He thinks just like me.
No, that team's actually not terrible. I think that's open, right? Or is it pretty bad, Zach?
It's probably horrible.
Middle of the pack.
Really?
It's not like a free entry first year bad, right?
No. It's got like CMC, AJ Brown, Nico, Laporta,
Oh yeah, you could
That's pretty
make
good.
something out of that.
Was it Jacob's team?
Swift. Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah.
Cam Ward. I think there's another
Trade teams.
quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah,
who
can
it
I
is.
if,
can I
he
trade my
evenly trades
team?
teams.
I'm just kidding. I like my team.
But one of those rebuilders in that league, as I mentioned, Tyler could be an option. But nope, Zach won't allow that. Otherwise, no. I think the other one that I noticed was the order of receivers. Okay, I found it to be like fairly certain that like this has just been the order in every draft I've seen. Tate, Tyson, Lemon in that order. Have you guys seen anything otherwise?
I mean, people will take Tyson over Tate if they really don't like Tate. But like, it makes no sense to be taking Tyson over Tate. We know Tate has a way clearer path to having more targets year one sooner.
If you believe in
so.
Cam Ward, I get more targets. Yeah, more targets definitely. But
That I just mean he'll have a higher. I mean, I guess if you're going for the long term play and you really think Tyson is the superstar potential of the two, because some people just think Tate's like he can be a solid 1, but like a really good 2. So if you are like shooting for upside and you want Tyson, I guess.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's been basically the same order every time I've seen.
And that's fine. I think all those are fine. I think Zach hit on this too. We were talking about it. Like Zach does not like Mekhi Lemon, I think year one. Is that a fair assessment?
if they
Yeah. I mean,
Just
even
how-
if you look at like Devonta Smith last year, he wasn't exactly a fantastic fantasy receiver. I don't think that offense can support even 2 pass
I think
catchers.
both you just hate Hurts. You just hate Hurts and that whole offense. That's why you're trying to trade Hurts and get away from
successfully
the
traded.
receivers. Well, yeah.
Well,
Oh, I'm not
okay.
a huge fan of the passing offense for
I'll
fantasy.
give let's give Zach some flowers though here. Okay, so even just look at this rookie draft, right? There's 2 Eagles in the first round of this dynasty rookie draft. Like generally, that's how it's been, right? Obviously, we expect the AJ Brown trade, right? Devontae Smith, Goddard, a lot of pieces are there. Still, the expectation on this offense is it's probably going to be run facing, right? So right away, I mentioned 4 names that it's going to obviously some of those guys like. How much Stowers will matter year one or, even Lemon for that matter. It gets a little concerning if there's only 23 targets a game to go around.
If you look at
what's the
the
upside?
offense for the year, it's probably they might pass for 20, 25 touchdowns and throw for 3,500 yards. That's not a whole lot to go around when you have, even if AJ Brown gets traded, you have Lemon, you have Smith. I don't know if Wicks will be involved somewhat. You have Goddard.
A lot of mouths to feed.
Saquon will be in the passing game a little bit. It's just for the volume the offense is going to have, there's too many guys there that are going to get a chunk.
Yeah, also getting a guy from Green Bay as their new OC, like Green Bay loves spreading the ball out to everybody. Like there's not a true number 1 in Green Bay, so I feel like that could be a problem. And Jalen Hurts historically is not like throwing it over the middle of the field, which Mekhi Lemon is kind of that slot in the middle of the field guy from college. So I have actually been getting more and more down on Mekhi Lemon's value as of right now, just because I don't know what the offense is going to look like.
Yeah, it's totally fair. Well, I would. Who would you be? For year one, this is gonna sound like a crazy question, but bear with me. So the Cleveland rookie pass catchers, the Jets rookie pass catchers, or the Eagles rookie pass catchers? I think it's a fair question. So, right, I'll go through them. It's Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper Jr. for the Jets, Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion for Cleveland, and then it's Mekhi Lemon and Eli Stowers for Philly. Which duo of the of those three options do you feel more confident in having the best rookie season? I know.
Not
Who's the starting
Cleveland
quarterback
ones.
this year for Cleveland? Is it going to be Sanders?
Probably going to be Watson.
Yeah. Eagles,
I don't want to be attached to Watson. Probably don't like. I don't mind Geno, I guess, but they already have Garrett Wilson over there, and he's a beast. So
It's Eagles or Jets.
I guess the
They have
Eagles by default.
They have AD Mitchell and Garrett Wilson. They're stacked over there.
Yeah, but I bring that up as that's the part I don't like about this first round this year is there are three teams with two guys, and they're not that appealing, and that's I think kind of where the second round. I mean, like they're appealing to an extent, right? But like short term, this season appealing. I think that's kind of where Zach was looking at it too, and was like, okay, the opportunity for any of these guys in the back first round mattering this year doesn't feel great. There's some guys in the second round where you could see based on injury or whatnot matter, and we'll walk through some of those guys. But is that fair to say? Is that kind of your assessment that back half of the first, kind of why you were a little soured there?
Yeah, and I mean, just context of the league, it's a public league that just by nature usually doesn't last as long. So you're not going to play for 4 years down the road. So if they aren't going to be productive in year 1 or 2, that matters a lot more if you're in a public league versus a league with friends that your confidence going to be around. I think 5-10 years.
Yeah, I think the guy managing it though, you feel pretty confident. He makes you pay 2 years out. There's some procedure there, and he's got a network to fill those leagues. So there's some confidence there. But to your point, it's not this. You're not going to take the developmental guy where it's pretty uncertain. I think Boston are really betting on talent, and I know there's some other guys there. Again, we mentioned taking, but I was down to Boston Williams, but ended up working out. Any other comments on those guys in the first round? I mean, Ty Simpson we didn't even talk about. It's just kind of a weird spot. Like if your team was usually Ty Simpson to the spot where, well, A, if you had a pick you traded, but B, if you were like a borderline playoff team-ish, odds are you have at least an old quarterback to replace. Kind of seems like the fit, but any other comments?
If you have Matt Stafford,
you
might as well get Ty Simpson.
I've looked at that. I've pursued that. So,
but besides that, I would not want Ty Simpson. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole because
you're a hater.
Dude,
we got to make
Alex the second quarterback on that team. He still has to fight for the.
Yeah, he has to beat Stetson Bennett. I would be stashing Stetson Bennett if I had Stafford, and then reluctantly picking Ty Simpson.
He was a first-round pick. He's going to be the backup. It's just McVay is just.
You don't know that.
I think we need the Mount Rushmore of players Alex hates, and we got to have up
Brock
there.
Purdy, number one.
Brock Purdy's
going to be a lot of mid-ass quarterbacks.
He's front and center. You got Ty Simpson to the left. I got to think of some other people we could add to it.
I don't know. I'm really upset because I don't like Ty Simpson, but I don't even feel like I hate him that bad. He just got drafted so high compared to where he should have went.
Well,
but
yes,
whatever.
I felt safe. But anyways, we'll have to think more about that Mount Rushmore. But look, start a second. It gets interesting. Some guys we've seen sneak in the first round, which have been kind of surprising. Nick Singleton, I have seen that, and I was appalled when I saw it. My eyes were burning. I couldn't believe it. Chris Bell for Miami, it's a receiver. Tennessee, sorry, I'll even mention Nick Singleton, running back for the Titans. Antonio Williams, receiver for Washington. He's been a guy who's really crept up on after the draft, just based on landing spot, and then based on the assumption, Teddy Young quarterback, aging receiver core. Just kind of that vision there. Jonah Coleman then also feels like it's kind of like the 1A, 1B with RJ Harvey. I mean, obviously pending, how that running back class works out. Coleman's a weird one for me. I feel like I'm going to be just I'm totally out on Jonah Coleman in like any league. Like I feel that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm probably going to get proven wrong at some point by that. He'll probably matter at some point this season. For some reason why. But I don't know. I don't see it
at some point.
He'll matter. Audric Estime level matter for the Broncos, bro.
Well, that's where I'm at. I mean, it's like, what's the upside? What do you guys think on Coleman?
I think he's like Najee Harris, but slower. So like that's not already.
I think Zach's drafting him based on that profile.
Like he'll get early down carries probably at some point in the season, and we're gonna watch him run and be like, "Wow, this guy stinks." That's how I feel about him.
Like a Caleb Johnson level of.
No, Caleb Johnson didn't even get to touch the ball, bro.
This guy will see the.
He muffed that kickoff, and it was over for him.
I mean, that entire backfield is just ugly. Like RJ Harvey did not have a good rookie year either.
Yeah, no, he's terrible too.
If he was good last year, I don't think they would have made this pick. But that's why I think J.K. Dobbins might lead in like snap share at least. It's probably going to be like 45, 40, and 25.
He might be our starter
like
in our co-managed league.
You think it's going to be 45-40 split?
I don't know if it'll be that close, but I think it's going to be very ugly.
Yeah, I mean, Dobbins the only one that I want touching the football if I'm the Broncos, but
yeah.
And Singleton, bro, he's like the same player. If I'm taking a shot at a running back in this class, it's probably Katron Allen. Like he's a little shifty at least. Like all he has to compete with is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Like,
Bill,
come on.
He's going late.
Yeah, he's going. Got him at 19. It says.
Yeah, I got him in a mid second is where we're seeing him generally. So intriguing option player. There, I think the other one too I was looking at was kind of that other like I don't hate the mid second range. I was trying to tell Zach this or the second round in general on Monday, but I think some of those guys there, like there could be some pop there. I mean, Jeremy Bernard, if he makes it to the mid second, whatever. I know he's been kind of going early in some spots for receiver for Pittsburgh. Again, I'm sorry, I'm out on Chris Bell. We can talk about him a little bit though. But even taking a shot on one of those quarterbacks, right? Beck's probably the only one really in this.
I was gonna say there's only one quarterback.
Even if like Malachi Fields is, sneaks up there. I don't know. We talked about Surratt. I mean, there's a couple options where it was like I didn't hate in that mid-second range. But no, I just think Chris Bell, I think it's an opportunity play, which I'm fine with, but it's like, is he really that good? Like, are we just drafting? Is this a Jalen Hyatt, Jonathan Mingo, Sky Moore?
The problem is none of these rookies are really that good. So I mean, opportunities kind of.
He's going to name all my first round picks. He's going to keep going with that, Drew.
Could be.
Hyatt, Moore, Burks. Who else you want to name?
I'm sorry, Jerry. That wasn't really that much of a shot on you, but it actually ended up being a shot on you. I'm sorry, man. Not Alex Gear, so you fleeced me.
I still have faith in Jalen Hyatt. He's going to go to like the Dolphins and be like the third wide receiver 3 there.
He's just going to run straight down the field, and Malik Wilson's going to throw it to him every time.
Yeah.
He has one route in his bag. Run fast.
Yeah. I was really trying to prove Zach wrong on that pick too. Zach's like, he doesn't create separation. He's not going to translate. I was like, nah, I don't believe you. And he was great on Tennessee. Like he was such a good receiver. And fell apart.
I fell for Kadarius Toney. If we really want to just confess.
Hey, dude, he was good though. He had a little time there where he.
Oh, I traded for him there. I traded for him. I drafted him. I traded for him before the hump. I traded for him during the hump, and I traded for him after it when he was with Kansas City. I fell for all stages of Kadarius Toney. I was a part of every single one. And every single time, the deals ended up being nothing burgers, I think, in every single one. But it was just funny how it worked out, where nothing burger for nothing. But no, I think that's kind of the part of the second round again, where it really is just like, okay. I mean, you start getting the handcuff range too. I mean, it's like, okay, Mike Washington, now with Vegas. I don't know what you think. I think of Emmett Johnson for Kansas City, right? 2 running backs, both those guys just gonna be arguably just guys you draft. Maybe you have Walker or Genty, and it's just a depth play. I mean, it's not really, they're not really that enticing of options in my opinion. I guess Brazel and Branch.
The first round is just kind of whatever in this draft, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you were even saying like the end of the first round, there's people that are like creeping up that, like Zach was saying, that like it's pretty bad.
I think Singleton's
players that are going first round.
He's winning the first round.
That's insane. That is insane.
And his ADP is like early second too. It's not like it's a reach from a few picks, but it's not like you're picking a guy whose ADP is in the third round.
Yeah, I think the other one too is, well, conversely too, DeJon Stribling, the guy who goes 33rd overall, right, is getting drafted as an early to mid third. So it's such a weird dynamic, I'll say. Well, obviously, for the talent profile is confusing for many, and that's kind of where his ADP goes for there. I don't hate taking a shot on a guy like that, but also it's like, yeah, I mean, you could kind of see why too. So, no, I brought up Brazel and Branch. I think they're both like intriguing options too. Like you could see either of those guys mattering in 2026, but it's like it kind of comes like, it feels like a gamble. It feels like it's going to be more. It could be more like just based on opportunity, or if an unfortunate injury happens, that they're going to assume some targets. So I don't know, more depth plays. It feels so.
I don't know. I wish Brazel got drafted by somebody else. Being the third,
I was really on
it's going to be tough.
I was on the Diego Pavia train. That didn't go too well.
What do you like about Diego Pavia, Jared?
Well, he's such a calm-headed, respectable player.
He's classy, I'd say.
He's got a good quarterback
classy
frame.
Yep. There's really nothing wrong with him. I even saw him get side by side with some linemen. Like, he's not that much shorter than everyone else. Yeah, he's just a likable character. That's what he is.
All right. No, I thought the other one that was interesting too. Max Clare and Oscar Delp, both tight ends. I mean, arguably the other two guys who are going off based on ADP, but could be interesting plays, especially in tight end premium. Who doesn't want another Rams tight end? I mean, come on, guys.
I was gonna say, what are we doing with Max Clare, bro? He's behind like the last 3 of their draft picks. He's still waiting behind Terrence Ferguson, bro.
I don't know. You can see
I really had faith in Ferguson. I still have faith in Ferguson, but now, I don't know if I should. I don't know.
Man, honestly, my favorite round in this draft, end of the second into the third. Give me that spot.
I like the 4th round. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
The end of the second, early third's got some
I like it.
You can take one of the 49ers reaches, Kalen Black or DeJon Stribling. Like,
you feel okay about it too there.
Yeah, exactly. You can get your quarterback for the future in Drew Aller. GOAT. Damon Claiborne actually is kind of fun for Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
If you want to run back later.
The top quarterback in the next draft. I know we're too far, not even close to that, but
Arch.
What do you think? I saw Arch was number 1. I don't know.
I'll take Moore would be number 1.
I think Moore was number 4 on the list that I saw.
I mean,
I don't know.
Impossible to tell a year in advance, bro.
I thought my guy Drew Aller was gonna be a first round pick last year.
People had Nussmeier going 1 overall.
I
thought
that was dumb. I mean, not to give my own self some flowers, but
hey, he's a great option in the 4th round. He might get a start or two.
Yeah, hey, in my league with the 4th round pick, you got some options if you guys care. I mean, you can get the Colts running back, who is it, Seth McGowan?
Yeah,
McGowan,
7th round pick. Yeah,
you get
Zach. I think Dante Moore was top, and then CJ Carr was 3rd.
Yeah, we could spite pick Hurts' backup, or sorry, Hurt the guy who's going to be
Cole Payton. Yeah, that's a decent option.
Job.
Hey, how about the Packers? The biggest news of the week. You didn't even mention it.
Oh, our guy Tyrod,
backup legendary Tyrod Taylor.
Shout out, immaculate grid legend. Adds another team. Makes it even easier now.
Dang, does that mean we're not gonna sign Anthony Richardson? We're not gonna trade for him?
I was still
Richardson just showed up to camp. He's not going anywhere. There was no trade.
Boo! You guys have him in jail.
You guys, I don't want him to play.
I hope Daniel Jones never plays again. So Anthony Richardson has to play.
Yeah.
Everybody in your quarterback room gets hurt, gets really sick.
Is Daniel Jones going to be back for week 1?
Yeah, he's trending to be back for right at the end of training camp.
What week did he get hurt?
Well, we were 8-2. Then he fractured his fibula when we were 8-2, but his Achilles tore week 13.
They might sit him a week or two, I feel like, but I don't know.
I mean, the Achilles is
that's
like 7-8 months, right?
Well, usually
not for Aaron Rodgers, that's only 4 months.
As I say, Achilles are kind of hard, but they project 9-ish.
But it's weird.
It's
because
been
some
less
NFL
and less.
Players can come back in 5, but NBA players could take like Damian Lillard still isn't back. It's been over a year, So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably age and then also position. Basketball, everybody has to, quarterbacks.
Rodgers was ready to go week.
Yeah, but Rodgers isn't false stepping every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, but Rodgers is 41 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well, I have a fun. Do you guys have anything else on the draft too? By the way, just was there's. We're kind of a waiting pattern.
Smash some tight ends somewhere in there. One of them's bound to play. And then take shots on fast running backs that aren't fat. Half of the running backs, I swear, in this class are just fat and run the slowest 40 of all time.
Hater, but okay.
Hey, Zeke isn't the most in shape, skinny.
Yeah,
guy.
but these guys are slow, and all they do is just run into their offensive linemen and get 2 yards.
Derrick Henry, Saquon, they're not skinny.
Bro, these guys are not.
Derrick Henry doesn't run into his offensive lineman. He just he destroys the person in the gap he's going to.
Yeah, the backs in this class. I mean,
if I see Nick Singleton run somebody over like Derrick Henry, that would be insane. That guy has no vision and he's slow. What is he gonna do?
I like
Get 1
Nick
yard
Singleton.
every carry.
Dude hasn't played a snap in the NFL, and you're calling him trash. Come on.
Alex, I thought last year he was the other one where I thought he'd be a top back in the class.
Yeah, well, he was Heisman odds before the year were pretty high. People thought the Penn State backfield is going to have something there. Dude, he was the worst one.
Genty just won it, and they were assuming that there was going to be, similar competition to Genty, you know what I mean? Next year. Just seeing what a running back just did, they probably banked high on one of the top running backs.
A really slow, bad runner.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I got some odds for you guys. Number 1 pick in 27 draft. Jared kind of just brought this up, so that's why I'll throw it out there. Number 1's Arch Manning. We talked about. Can you guys guess? Well, number 2 is Dante Moore. Can you guess number 3?
Oh, I mean, I could have probably a million guesses and probably not get it.
Yeah,
there's some Oklahoma State guys in there.
So CJ Carr at 3.
Well, I said CJ Carr.
Yeah, Jared did say
I couldn't hear Jared.
That was
That's
awesome.
why I was assuming. That's why I thought it was someone else. That's why I was like,
nope. Jared can hear me. That's good. Jeremiah Smith at 4, and then Julian Sayin at 5. So that tells you. Look at Alex's face. That was the face I made when I read this. I was like, this can't be right. He's plus 1,200.
Is Sam Levitt eligible for the draft after this year?
He is.
Dude, I kind of like him.
500. He's
Watching
right
him,
or LSU.
LSU, I think.
How many years does Ryan Williams have? Does he have one more?
Dude, he sucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is he that bad?
He's been pretty mid.
He had a rough year.
Oh yeah,
his rookie year.
He had a
insane.
huge start. Or was that last year that he had like a really huge start and then he just couldn't catch a football after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Levitt was cool. Watching Jordan Tyson film and watching Sam Levitt just like chuck up a deep ball to him was fun. I like him. He's the guy I'm betting on, number 1 overall.
There you go.
That ain't gonna
Get some
happen.
value.
He's going back to college for sure.
Trinidad Chambliss plus 8,000. If anyone
Dude,
wants
that would be insane. It'd be like for the oldest number 1 overall pick of all time.
He'll be like 25, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he declare this year?
I know he had so much hype.
He wanted that
in a weak
7th-year
class.
eligibility, Zach. I mean, can you blame him?
He'll get paid more.
He's
in
probably
college.
making like a couple million more in college this year than he would in the NFL. But
Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
I don't,
You
dude,
saw
waiting
what,
a year, even if he
somebody reached for him in the first.
Was it Riley Leonard that said that? He's like, "Am I making more now or in college? You know, I'm making way less now, but he's a backup now." So
It's crazy. But seriously, I mean, you could be a star in college. I mean, think about how much probably Dante Moore got to stay. I mean, like probably $5 million. I mean, that'd be my guess, but I don't. I mean, that's just
I don't know, he better got in a bag.
It is incredible how like realm of college sports is and how those guys are staying and how that's impacting. Well, not just the NFL draft, but the hopefully for 27 here we can see some of these guys. Ryan Williams is actually on this list. He is plus 8,000 to go number 1 overall.
Just like
In case you're wondering,
will he be a first-round pick?
What?
Will he be a first-round pick? Do you think?
It really depends how his year goes.
Yeah, it's so volatile right now.
The only guys that are like locked in are, I mean, obviously Jeremiah Smith is.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith.
I just remember watching Wisconsin against Alabama, and like he went off for like 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. I'm like, yeah, this guy's like a top 5 pick when he gets drafted. And I just kind of stopped paying attention to him after that. But
some impressive competition there with Wisconsin.
Hey, we held them to, I think it was 3-0 in the first quarter, and then Van Dyke got hurt. And then
I remember that, Jared. I was like, put the banner up now.
Yeah.
So, okay, I had 6 fun props to go through too before we do a game. Anyone have anything else? I know I'm fun. All right, we have starting quarterback odds week 1 for 6 different teams.
Oh my god,
Kirk Cousins.
We have the Cardinals, Falcons, Browns, Chiefs, Raiders, and Steelers. Yes, we're gonna suffer through this together. So I mean, we can make our picks on who do we think the top is there. I'll give the odds. Again, these are FanDuel odds, so shout them out. But obviously, top guy.
which
I'll give you
started
guys.
with?
We're starting with Cardinals. Sorry, I'll give you the structure. We got 3 guys there. We got Brissett, Minshew, and Beck.
I mean, it's got to be Brissett.
I don't know. He's holding in.
200.
We're holding out, I guess.
Bro, he's gonna get paid. Like the Cardinals will throw a bunch of money at him for 1 year. What does it matter? They have a ton of cap space, probably, and they're not going to pay anybody else. Oh yeah, I guess. Never mind. I forgot they're still stuck on that. They can make some wiggle room somewhere. I don't know. He's not going to get an opportunity elsewhere to start, right?
Yeah, Minshew might not be back with his ACL injury last year, so that's the other concern.
But no, he didn't tear it though, did he? I thought he didn't end up tearing it.
Oh yeah, but sorry, he
didn't, but it was still like surgery, I think.
Oh, okay.
So his status, and then Beck's obviously the far one out. Not to be a homer, I think you're taking the favorite in Brissett here probably, but I'd consider that one. That one might feel easier. The ones I got some harder ones if you guys want them, but I don't know if it's going to be that hard now. So Tua Tagovailoa, Michael Penix, and Trevor Siemian for the Atlanta Falcons, who is starting week 1.
This one's probably the hardest one.
Penix.
I mean, they have to. They don't have to, I guess, because they're off the head coach.
I don't know. I'd say Tua, but
Penix is
probably
still recovering from his injury.
Yeah, I honestly think Tua.
I picked Tua. So,
dude, obviously Stefanski has his type of quarterback, bro. He took Dylan Gabriel last year, and now he's got Tua, bro. That's who he was trying to get with Dylan. Yeah, I guess Tua, but like, just disgusting.
Yeah,
Holy bean on screen game.
You guys want Trevor Siemian plus 8,000? Anyone?
He'll hate on Tua too much. Yeah, he had a really bad year, sure.
Yeah, Jared's a Tua guy.
Bro, Tua sucks. He cannot process what's in front of him. He has no clue what is going on.
He one of the best play callers in the league and still found a way to suck.
And got him fired.
Yeah.
I don't think Tua was great, but I think Tua situationally can have some moments. But I kind of cite long term. It's the processing, it's the arm tail. I mean, there's a lot of but
it's like
traits that he's not possessed well in the NFL.
If you have Tua starting the full season, like
there's no way.
What was the? It's just I feel like that's stupid. Like you drafted Penix 8th overall 2 years ago. He didn't play year 1. Played last year. It wasn't great. I mean, he was fine for parts of the year. But like, this isn't like Minnesota where you have JJ McCarthy. You know, the FC didn't play well last year, but the team is.
But what if Penix is not healthy though, Zach? That's kind of where I'm. Still at that. I think I saw some reports.
Penix might not be healthy. He's also really old already. Like for the standing he's in, they drafted him old. So like, he's already been injured a lot. He's not that good. He's old, and is really anybody tied to him now? Like they got rid of their coach. Nobody's tied to him. They can just go with whoever they think will win the most games. AKA, we're gonna tank until we can see what we got.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I just think there's really no upside with Tua. There is some with Penix. There's more than with Tua.
All right. They should switch them in plays. Like they should do quarterback by committee. If they're going to throw it short anticipation route, get Tua in there. They're going to throw it downfield. Michael Penix time.
There you go.
And both of them will get clobbered and get injured for the rest of the season.
It's like
2 QB plays.
Well, it's like having Hot Rod and a different kicker, like we talked about last week. I think it was.
They need to get Taysom Hill so they can have a power quarterback too.
You guys are forgetting that Tua's going to have 2 games this year that he throws for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like he's done it multiple times, but he's also had games where he has 80 yards and 4 picks. Like,
you'll hear Zach on those.
He's just not consistent. I don't
know. Tua's awful. He's awful.
He led his team to the playoffs like 2 out of 4 years or whatever it was.
He doesn't have Mike McDaniel though anymore.
Zach's tied to the coach, Jared.
He does. He always does.
Well, Jared ties them to their team success, even though
you guys convinced me that Cliff Kingsbury was an awful coach, and now you praised him last year. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Coordinator versus head coach, different.
I know, but a coach is a coach.
Cliff isn't even that good of a coordinator. He's good at coordinating dudes who are stuck in college minds.
He's gone now too, so.
Well, yeah, they got rid of him instantly. Sure. I mean, Drew Petzing has a job.
Dable. You flipped on
okay.
Mike Vrabel.
Brian Dable's a great OC, dude.
You guys were so happy with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee. Then you were saying he was terrible. last or 2 years ago, and now this year he's like, oh yeah, coach of the year, amazing for the.
Can I ask you about Tua though? From like, okay, out of all quarterbacks, where would you rank Tua? I mean, obviously it's a.
Well, he's like bottom 10 out of the 32, but he's not like bottom 3, like you guys say. That's all I'm saying.
He might be the worst.
I was gonna, Jared, if you asked me out in a vacuum, I was gonna say 23. That's probably where he's ranked, 24, maybe.
Okay, that's fair. Like 20 to 24 is where I'd put him. Like he's not 24. A bottom 3, bottom 5 quarterback.
Somebody's got to pull me up a list of the starting quarterbacks so I can figure this out. But that sounds too high.
Let me do that. But no, I think this is that's the most dangerous thing. Alex with QB rankings, he's going to just offend
Deshaun
everybody.
Watson starting this year.
Off.
I would rather have Deshaun Watson.
Like Kirk Cousins is probably starting week 1. You would think. Like
Deshaun Watson will sell seats so that people can boo him, and he can do weird stuff and throw it backwards. He'd love doing that.
Yeah,
I don't have a good list, Alex.
That's fine, bro. Tua's bottom 4 if he starts week 1.
Right,
I would take Jacoby Brissett in a heartbeat. I'd take Gardner Minshew with an injury in a heartbeat.
Oh my god.
Hold on. We are gonna go to the Chiefs though. Minshew's former team. That is next. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Fields, or any other QB are your choices. Mahomes is minus 720, which seems impressive.
Mahomes won't be healthy, right? Isn't he going to miss a few weeks?
That's what
up
we
in
thought.
The air.
But Vegas is telling us not. Vegas is saying minus 720. Fields is plus 500.
I would sprinkle on Fields, bro.
That's good value, I think. I think Fields is a good value. I think those injury guys, I think those are the nice plays. Like those guys who might not be ready week 1. It seems like they're in a weird spot. Zach, any lean there?
Mahomes will be back.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if the books are set minus 720 for him, it feels like he's probably going to be back.
It really does.
But
did we do the Browns yet? No, we didn't do the Browns.
Oh, no.
We have Deshaun Watson's the favorite. Shador is right there. And then the worst, Dylan Gabriel or Tua. Alex, you gotta say Tua, man. You gotta say Tua.
I mean, Tua, come on.
I
mean, this might be the only quarterback room where I think I might start Tua.
Okay.
But if I'm trying to sell tickets, give me Deshaun Watson, or actually give me Shador if I'm trying to sell tickets, bro.
I think Watson's starting week 1. I think the contract. I think they're gonna try it.
I hope Shador gets a chance. I think he's got a little bit in him. He's not like a perfect quarterback prospect by any means, but he can be a 25, 26 quarterback in the in the league, maybe.
And anyone else have a strong opinion in the Browns QB room? Did you wake up thinking we'd be talking about that tonight? Maybe.
No, man.
No, I didn't think that Alex would be calling Tua a bottom 3 quarterback in the league.
Bro, I can't believe you think he's anything better. Dude, I thought Tua was terrible when he was putting up good stats.
When I was prepping, I was like, I knew that. I mean, come on. No, I thought that was a gimme, but okay. Seems Browns were pretty split. Watson or Shador. Zach, you have anyone there? Any interest?
I think it'll be Watson.
Okay, cool. All right, I got 2 more, and then we got a game. Raiders starting quarterback Kirk Cousins or Fernando Mendoza.
Feels like it's gonna be Cousins. Apparently, Mendoza's not gonna even start this year, is what the plan is, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
If they get
made so many
eliminated,
starts in college,
I think he'll start after that. But I think we're going to see Kirk Cousins probably 10 weeks.
That's crazy.
10? That would be, bro, for a number 1 overall pick, that'd be crazy.
I hate that.
But they also gave Kirk a lot of money, so for this year, anyways.
He gave like $20 million or something, right? Something
like that. 20 mil up front, like.
Yeah, he's best businessman
play
there is
around
Kirk
with
Cousins. But I'll go Kirk too. It just feels weird.
Kirk for
Alex,
6 weeks.
Tua or Geno Smith?
Geno Smith, so easily.
What would you guys take? We saw Geno Smith play. We saw the worst game we've ever seen in our life. Geno Smith has never thrown for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Come on.
You say Tua or Geno? Right?
Yeah.
I'm taking Geno this year, Jared.
Yeah, come on, guys. There's no thinking involved in this one.
Sorry, man.
Geno is an awful quarterback. He is god awful.
Bro, you're talking.
He's like who you do not want out of any quarterback in the league on your team, especially with a young roster like the Jets have. You just don't want that.
Well, you want Tua back there instead, so that he can't see what's happening anywhere on the field, and then get obliterated and out for 10 weeks, or just throw 5 picks and then you're like, "Ooh, we have Tua. This is awesome." Geno's not that bad, dude. He was in the worst situation imaginable last year.
He was not on the Jets last year.
Fair. But the Jets offensive line is better than what the Raiders had for him last year.
That's my hope.
Like 11 times or whatever that was, like 8 times that game that we went to.
Yeah.
Bro, also they had an offensive coordinator who was incompetent, like the worst offensive coordinator imaginable.
The offensive coordinator didn't throw incomplete passes.
No, he calls terrible plays, bro. You can't have somebody that doesn't know what they're doing in the NFL calling you plays and being successful. Yes, of course I'm talking about.
They have an impact. You guys literally always do this. You always make coaches be like the make or break of the team.
Coaches matter.
I know.
Calling plays matters.
They do. Listen, yes.
Look what happens when Ben Johnson leaves the Lions. They don't make the playoffs. This matters.
Sure. But if you take McDermott off the Bills, they're not going to win 2 games. They're still going to be a playoff team. There's still talent outside of the coach. There's still talent outside of the coach.
Yes, but for bad teams, you need good coaches to at least elevate the roster. If you have a bad team and terrible coaching, what?
Was Brian Dable a good coach?
Brian Dable is a good offensive coordinator. He is not a good
but they made the playoffs and he was almost coach of the year. Or did he win
that
coach
team
of the
was
year?
Still
he won coach of the year.
Would have been
that team, bro.
He won coach of the
You're talking about teams that actually have talent. If you're the Raiders,
didn't have talent. They didn't have talent.
Bro, yes, they
Brian
did.
Dable's Giants team did not have talent. What talent did they have? Mike Glennon? Daniel Jones? That's not talent.
Saquon. They had
it's Saquon, sure, but wasn't he hurt?
They had a good, decent offensive line.
Was their number 1 receiver. That wasn't a good team. They didn't have talent, and he won coach of the year. And now,
respectfully disagree.
I don't know.
Look, let's to level set that. I think there's a blend, obviously, right, of coach and talent. No doubt. I mean, that's the obvious, right? I think the classic debate always is, we've had this show too, especially, is what is that blend? What is it? What do you wait?
If you were to take Andy Reid off of those Chiefs championship teams, would they have won the Super Bowl? Maybe they could have.
Probably not. Coaches, dude, I think coaches fill gaps. If you're a good team, you're gonna have a good record.
How about Nick Sirianni?
Not regardless of the coach. Yeah, exactly. You can have good teams with bad coaches and still win a lot of games because you have a lot of talent. But if you're a bad team with bad coaching, you can't blame any of the players for what's about to happen. It's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
I get that. I do understand that. All I'm saying is I've seen bad teams with good coaches succeed, and I've seen really good teams that carry a bad coach to praise him. The team is really good, but the coach is really bad, like Frank Reich, and he starts getting new jobs because the team that he had was good, even though he's an awful coach. So I don't know.
Okay, interesting, but we got a game. I don't know.
Wait, wasn't there one more team?
No, we're not doing the Steelers. It's Rodgers.
What about you, Ella?
Will Howard. All right. Okay. The game. So we're obviously still on Wednesdays, but we'll talk announcement later. We'll be moving podcast to Thursday nights in a couple weeks. We'll talk through that. I think we are. But we'll be talking about through this one is, can you name the top 50 NFL running backs in rushing attempts from the years 2017, 2019. Yeah, I'm making it hard. You guys.
I thought you were gonna do
to
top 50 rushing attempts in one season. I was like, "There's
no, it's
way.
a 3. No. You got
Zeke,
some.
Gurley, Henry, top 3. Sorry,
No.
I'll stop.
I was like, we could probably do this, right? 2017.
Yep.
So again, if you're listening, can you name the top, the NFL top 50 in rushing attempts from again those 3 seasons, 2017, 2018, 2019 is what we're doing. Again, yeah, 50 names. The hard part, we only have 6 minutes, so this might be a little hard. I actually have to type. I got to spell some names right. So, without further ado, you guys got anything before we start?
Nope.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh shoot, I spelt the name wrong already.
Gurley,
Yep.
Mixon,
Fournette, Hyde.
Carlos.
That's
I know that's so weird.
Jordan
Jordan Howard.
yes.
Yeah.
McCaffrey. That is Gordon.
It is. Bell,
God.
Le'Veon Bell.
Is that Adrian Peterson?
Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Marlon Mack.
Nope,
Oh,
that's not
okay.
him.
No, it's who is that?
Miami.
Mark Ingram.
Yep, thank
Buffalo.
you.
Yeah,
What?
who at Naeem Hines? Colts
No.
to Buffalo. That's all I can think.
Like, who would that
Is
be?
that Ronald
You guys-
Jones the third?
Nope.
Aaron Jones. Delvin Cook? No.
Oh, he's gonna be on here.
Oh, he's on
Nice.
there.
Oh shoot.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah, nice.
Saquon.
There's gotta be some Burkhead. No Burkhead.
Bro,
Kamara?
Burkhead.
Come on, man.
Nick Chubb.
Crazy as Hunt.
Look at that.
Yeah, Graham Hunt.
Tevin Coleman.
David
Coleman.
Montgomery.
That's it.
Is he old?
Is that Sony Michelle? Nah.
Who's
there's no
the
way.
Tampa Bay?
Oh my God.
I have no idea.
Michelle in 2 years was feasting.
Who is with Ronald Jones the third?
Oh God, they had such a weird backfield. I love Ronald Jones.
Oh, Gus Edwards. I'm on one.
That Colts one is messing me up. This is
Oh,
too late for
Jay
Frank Gore,
Ajayi.
right?
Ooh. Nice.
Is it too late for Frank Gore?
Oh, that's who. I think that might be who it is.
It is
Wow.
Frank Gore.
Philip
Okay.
Lindsay.
I
Good
feel
job,
like this is
Jay.
way
Oh
too-
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Was that
Blunt?
Devonta
Garrett Blunt?
Freeman yet? Royce Freeman? Well, I wasn't going to get
Counts.
Yeah.
that one. Le'Veon?
Oh. We already have Lavia or
Oh, he's on there.
Yeah.
Cleveland to the Jets.
It's like Mostert on here.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Yeah, I did.
Matt Breida. I don't know who's this 49er. Oh, there we go.
James Conner?
Oh, not Michelle.
That's not Barber, is it?
No, who's the guy? Deion Lewis. Yes. Thank you.
That's not. It is Barber.
Peyton Barber, really?
Peyton
Bro, I think of
Barber.
him as like
Okay, 9 minutes. Nine guys.
14.
3 minutes left. Let's do this. Baltimore. Who was the guy with Gus Edwards and that and Mark Ingram right before that?
Well, like Mike Edward or Mike.
Oh, him.
oh
him.
Mike Davis,
I always fell
Mike
for him.
Davis.
It's not him.
Isaiah Crowell. He's the Cleveland one, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost like Foster or Doug Martin. Were either of those guys still around?
Oh, Martin. I was like, it's probably end of his career.
Forte is he the Jet?
Oh, okay.
No
I
way.
thought of that too. Who's the Charger with? It was
Is that
a
Eckler?
two-headed monster. It was what?
Is it just Eckler
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
no?
It was just Eckler.
Yeah.
That was easy. Sorry, that should have been.
Is that Marshawn Lynch for Oakland?
That's
to
what I was
Seattle?
thinking. Marshawn Lynch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, five
Back to
guys.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went back for one.
Jets.
His retirement tour, bro.
Who was the Jets running back for 3 seasons? This was.
Like Miles
Bilal
Sanders, maybe?
Powell.
It's him.
Wow.
Baltimore.
David
Baltimore.
Johnson? Is that the Houston one?
Oh, I already
No,
guessed
we
David
tried.
Johnson.
Okay.
Come on, Zach.
Yeah, that Houston one's weird.
Is that LeGarrette Blount or is it Clement?
Oh,
It is Blount. I said
Nice,
Blount.
nice.
Okay.
Oh, I love the Corey Clement. Like,
Yeah.
love those kinds of guesses. Miami to Miami, Arizona. We should know who that is. I know who that is.
Is that Chase
Oh,
Edmonds?
Chase Edmonds.
Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Edmonds.
Zach, Chase
Edmonds.
Edmonds was the GOAT in fantasy.
Miller.
two left
Have you
guys.
tried
I
Miller?
wanted him so
Lamar Miller.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more. Baltimore 2017, 2018. We got 1 minute.
Justin
Is it
Lamar?
Forsett, not even close.
Lamar.
No, he would have been a 19. He wasn't even.
Okay.
Oh, is
Now-
Justin Forsett.
I don't even
I knew he was
Nah.
probably a little earlier.
I have no idea.
Ray Rice coming back.
Who would that have been?
2017, 2018. He shared
When
with
did Dobbins come in the league? He's not that old, is he?
No, it's the 21-20 Dobbins.
He would have shared with why am I blanking? We literally have him on here. Like it was right before Mark Ingram
Mark
was there.
Ingram.
Yeah, he was the Mark Ingram replaced. Like Mark Ingram replaced this guy.
Alex Collins. don't
Oh,
know.
I think
He
it is
was- Oh wow! Dang.
We did
Rest in
it.
peace, by the way.
I'm sorry, I have no idea who that is. Should I know who that is?
Yes, you
Alex
should.
Collins? I had him in
Yes,
fantasy.
you
I
should.
don't know who Alex Collins is. I've never heard that name before.
Disrespectful.
All right, guys. Out of all the ones to get 100% on. I mean,
With time to spare, too.
yeah. That was,
Tons of time.
look,
We could have.
in 6
You
minutes.
could have done 10 more names.
That was impressive. I found, a little
We
different.
should have
one.
done top 60. We still would have had it.
If Bo Scarborough's in some of these, then I'm starting to feel good. That's how I know it's a good one.
I can't believe Frank Gore was still a Colts running back in 2017.
It feels weird. I think the other thing on that list, like that's under a decade ago, guys. Like, that's the other crazy thing.
Yeah.
In 20,
In my mind, Frank Gore retired in like 2014, 2015.
Bro, the funny
20
thing is, he didn't even
Weird.
retire in 2019.
No,
he still had another year.
Yeah.
two. He played by Buffalo at 19.
But yeah, with-
but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but then he went to the Jets. he still had another
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
crazy. But I think he also like seen some of those names too. It's like Peyton Barber. I mean, that one always for me is like, just seeing like the time frame, like the other guys in there, like Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley,
I always
and then
think
Peyton
Carlos
Barber's
Hyde
that stretch.
and Tevin Coleman. Carlos Hyde and Tevin Coleman are fantasy football legends for me, so I always think of them when
There
I
you
think
go.
of 2017 to 20.
I always think of Deion Lewis when he got that deal with Tennessee. So I always
Bro,
And Devontae
Sony
Freeman.
Michelle was so high on that list, by the way. He was only in the league for 2 years, and he was on the left side. That was crazy.
hey, I respect it. Yeah, he was at 456. He was out of
Didn't
Aaron
he win like
Jones.
Super Bowl MVP? or
Yeah, no,
something in
I
those
mean, he
years?
was. Yeah, he had an insane amount of carries those 2 years, and he was good for one of them.
Yeah.
But
So Zeke had 847 carries, guys.
in 3 years.
Michelle had
Yep.
yes. Yeah, and then Dalvin Cook in those same 3 years had 457.
Okay, hold on. I want to see something here. So how many carries did Zeke have?
Zeke had 847.
Did he miss
847.
time? Was he suspended one of those years?
Something like that. You could even say
Okay.
50 games. Like, you know, like
So let me see. Derrick Henry, for example,
he had 694 was what Henry had.
694 in those three, but 2019 or 2020 was like his insane year with carries. He was averaging like 30 a game. That's obviously exaggerating, but
Did he
20
get like
okay, so
three?
Yeah,
He had like
see,
330,
2017
340 carries, didn't he?
yeah, 2017 he only had 176, but 2018 he had 215, 2019 was 303, and then 2020 he had 378 carries.
Wow.
That's insane.
So 300, 400, 600, 7, 8. He had over 900 carries.
Yeah.
Would he have been
Wow.
first
Just
if
think-
this was
Yep,
18 to
yep.
20?
Zeke was 847. Yeah, it's the timing of it too makes it weird. Like Bilal Powell had 317. Oh yeah, Kerryon Johnson was on this list. Shout out. I forgot to mention. I typed
That's
Johnson.
a
in.
Lions
Dave
legend?
Johnson. Yeah. He was
how
the
many
last
was
guy.
Powell?
Powell had 317. He was right ahead of Doug Martin.
317 wasted carries. That guy was garbage.
Oh, there you go. Look, Alex is one of these times. Alex, one of these former guys,
He's gonna love one of these players one of these times. He's not gonna just call him trash. He's gonna find a diamond.
Dude, I love
and be
players
like,
too. I love players too, but I love to hate some of these terrible guys. Wasting my time watching them run with the ball.
You gotta give feedback. Alex is just that guy to give the feedback. He just
if you listen to my critiques, you'll be a better player.
Yeah.
Tua, why don't you watch a YouTube video on what cover 2 is, buddy?
I will say Tua against the Packers in that playoff game, the first half, fine. It was fine, right?
Until he got
second
knocked
half
out.
He had like 3 picks. No, he had like 3 picks in the second half. And was it a playoff game or was it like to go to the playoffs? It might not have been a playoff game.
It was not a
Packers
playoff
It was
game.
like it was
NFC.
no, it was a Christmas game or a Thanksgiving game. It was like a holiday
Yes.
game.
Yeah. He played okay in that one. It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, he played okay for a half. Then he got
Second
concussed
half was
halfway through the game, and they didn't take him out. And you could tell he was concussed.
Oh, I remember that. That was
And
hard.
he threw like 3 picks. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's obviously the thing with him.
Yeah, but even then,
more under control. But it's obviously hard, playing professional football and having a concussion thing. We see it with Chris Olave. We see it with other guys too. It's just a whole other.
Also, side note, way off topic, is Brandon Ayuk gonna play again? Like,
I think they're waiting.
49ers are holding him in purgatory.
Yeah, I don't know if I should drop him. If I should try to trade him. If I have him in like
don't drop him.
Do not drop him. That would.
Otherwise, I'll pick him up and trade him to you.
I was gonna say you will never. Dude, Drew will be on the waiver wire so fast.
He'll be on my roster as we speak.
Yeah.
No. All right. That's good. Good episode, guys. Anyone have anything else before we wrap it up? No? Cool.
All right. Sucks.
Nope. That'll wrap it. Zack Rausch, Jared Valleskey, Alex Trowbridge, myself, Drew Skyberg, here on this Wednesday night. Thank you all for listening to another episode of Drew Sports Crew, The Journey to $1 Million, a perfect podcast for you.